Who do you feel you're living your life for? If you could see two pathways in front of you, you had a choice of walking down them, what do they look like to you? Which one do you want to walk towards? How do you envisage life unfolding? And what do you want?
I don't care what you say, but I just want to settle.
It's very hard to talk about it now.
I didn't really want the baby.
I knew that I wasn't a murderer.
I can't let myself get attached.
Abortion still divides us. It's been legal in Britain for over 40 years. But rarely do we hear from those who actually go through it. Whatever your position, the stories in this film might make you think again.
What do you perceive is growing inside of you?
Every year in the UK, thousands of women have to make a choice. And for good or bad, more than 200,000 of them decide to have an abortion.
Yeah! Put pellet.
Yay, done it.
Wow.
I'm 14 weeks pregnant. I've been trying not to think about it because Jensen's hyperactive, Jacoby's still a baby, and I'm not with Leon anymore. So how am I going to cope with a newborn baby as well?
Oh, go get it! Go get it! Great! Great!
What am I going to do?
Oh! Come on!
The more the days go past, the more I know it's turning into a baby. I'm scared, confused.
Yay! Done it! Hold it tight! Good boy!
I just want to get it over and done with now. I just want to get the abortion done, and I've been trying not to think about it.
When you consider your situation, are you aware of what your instincts are telling you to do? And what do you want for yourself?
Nearly 70,000 women a year come to Marie Stopes, which carries out almost a third of all terminations in the UK. Tomorrow, Margaret will come to this clinic for her abortion.
Because you're only 5 weeks in order to have the surgical, we need to see the pregnancy on a scan. Let's just say, I mean, we can do it in weeks and a half if you like. I mean, what are we now? We're on Thursday.
She won't be able to wear nail varnish or contact lenses. And she will be asked to remove makeup before the treatment.
And because of the language barrier, it's very important that she does understand all of the treatment options that are available to her.
So you're feeling torn at the moment. Where are you leaning? Are you leaning towards continuing pregnancy or towards termination? Okay, and since finding out you were pregnant, what sort of emotions have you been experiencing? A lot of women feel incredibly lonely. unsure about what to do for the best. They're aware of the pain they're feeling at the time, but they're not aware of what their heart might be saying. It's a simple thing that heartfelt feelings are really important. So you think about things perhaps, and then if you bring your heart or instincts into it, sometimes the road can be a lot clearer ahead. It is one of the most difficult decisions a woman would ever make. Not many go into it without a lot of concern, care and worry and turmoil. So it is one of the biggest things a woman can go through.
I did feel a sense of guilt. There were times I would go to bed, you know, and I knew that there was a baby there, you know, just sort of kicking in, you know, just having that bad taste in my mouth, you know, from morning sickness. But I knew it was as a result of having this baby inside of me, and I was sort of relying on me for every breath of life.
You just have to look at the bigger picture and realise, like, what can you do for this baby? Am I actually ready? Like, I'm still young myself. Realistically, I'm still a child myself. I don't think it's right a child should bring up a child. So, like, yeah, I did think I wanted it, but then, like, the bigger picture just overcrowded not having it.
I was just thinking, oh, I could do this, you know, many people do. When I was thinking, like, oh, what if it's a boy or a girl? And all these stupid things that you probably would think of anyway. And then, well, what if, you know, what if I'm producing the next Albert Einstein? And really stupid things like that. And then I think, no, because you'll never know, and there's no point thinking like that. So, yeah.
I know the decision's right. You can't change, do you know what I mean? There's no point having the regret. You know, you've had X amount of weeks to think about it. I know it's only weeks to think about it, but, you know, it's, to me, no, it's no point crying over a cell that's, you know, it was just a cell from him, a cell from me, and it was going to grow. It's, do you know, no, I don't want it. Take it out of me.
Ready, there you go. But I have to be in control of everything, otherwise I feel like I'm going mad. Because my whole life I had no control, I just had to get up and go run. Or whatever, watch my mum and dad fighting or beating each other up and running. I've been in refuges about 50 times, from women's refuge to women's refuge, back to a caravan, back to a house, women's refuge to women's refuge, my whole life as well. And then for having all that, being so disruptive, I just want to settle. Magic. I want to go back to college, because I was doing a car mechanic course beforehand. I want to finish that off, get a loan from somewhere, and try and open my own garage, so I can do something for the kids instead of just doing nothing. Jacoby, where's Daddy? Where is he? Can you find him? Can you find him? Where's Daddy? Where's Daddy?
I want the kid, I do. If I was financially stable, I'd have as many as I could. I just wanted to see this baby. I want to know what sex it is already. And she just don't want it, she just don't want to know. She don't want to have feelings for it.
He knows when I say no, that is it. When I say I'm going to do something, I do it. He can't change my mind. He's always said that about me since he first met me. I'm stubborn.
I can't feel angry towards Margaret. I can't. I'm a sucker, man. I'm just that. 6 years I've been with her and I haven't stopped loving that girl at all.
I want Leon to come with me. He is quite good when I need him. He said to me, did he want me to go? I said yes, straight away. So I'll have him with me. I don't feel scared now. But I think I probably will tomorrow when I'm actually walking in there. Then I'll feel scared.
Margaret's abortion will be a surgical procedure under general anaesthetic. Mary Stopes' senior clinical consultant will perform the operation.
This is the tray of instruments that we use for the first trimester procedures. That's up to 12 weeks. The cannula, which is selected for the particular gestation, that's passed through the cervix into the uterus. The cannula is attached to the syringe. Vacuum that's in the syringe is then passed through, and the products from within the uterus are aspirated into the syringe. And that's the sac of a pregnancy of about 6 to 7 weeks. And these are the tissues that line the uterus or line the womb that are outside the sac. You would see a heartbeat on a scan at 7 to 8 weeks, but there's no fetus to be seen at this point. After 14 weeks, a different procedure is used to evacuate the uterus. We will then use an instrument. Various parts of the fetus are grasped, separated from their body and brought through the cervix, piecemeal. Key parts of the spine, the forelimbs and the cranium. One is dealing with a fetus that has increased in size and is more recognizable. It's an extraordinarily difficult decision to make at any gestation.
I was just really confused, shocked, and I felt really hopeless. And the more I thought about it, I saw hopelessness. The more I thought about it, I couldn't really see a way out of it.
I had an abortion 8 years ago because my husband had leukemia. Craig was born 4 years after Nathan, and we'd fell pregnant again, and it was just no. Because Lee was, you know, with his leukemia being diagnosed, our whole lives had been turned upside down, and there just wasn't room to have this baby.
I never had no one to talk to at all. It was lonely, it was kind of lonely, but I just wanted to hurry up and get it done and move on with my life.
Oh! Put that in your mouth. I felt it moved twice. It moved and I'm like, no, I've got to do it fast because otherwise I won't be able to do it. But it's only moved twice, thank God, so. But if it moves any more, I won't be able to just go through with it. That's why I need to get it done tomorrow, definitely. Because otherwise it's starting to feel like there's actually a baby in there. Because then I think to myself, oh, I'm out of order, because I'm like, obviously it's moving now, it's going to be a baby and I'm going to kill it. And I think that's really bad. But then I know if I keep it, then it'll be even worse.
I thought about having it, but very, very briefly. But it was more kind of don't know, sentimentality kind of whipped in there, and then I was like, no, that's so stupid.
I wanted that one out more than anything. If I could have plugged in my Hoover and sucked it out myself, I would have done that. That's how quick I wanted it out of me.
Now I think back on it, and I didn't really want the baby. It's just not the right time, not convenient, not what I want.
I'm feeling relieved in a way that the time has come, but I'm feeling like scared, a bit scared in a way, because obviously I've never had it done before. But then I know I'll be okay, because like my friends have had it and they said it's fine. I'll probably feel even better watching them walking out of there, knowing it's done, thank God, I'll go back to normal. It's not going to move no more, nothing's there. That's it.
I was widowed at 24. I've had partners since Lee. I was in a relationship recently and I fell pregnant. So we spoke about, you know, the happy family thing, which is what I want. That's all I've ever had. It's all I know. So, you know, like when we spoke about, you know, the happy family thing, it was like, yeah, I am ready. So, like, I was quite shocked he never asked me to keep the baby. You know, because when we was together, we'd always, like, spoke, you know, about having children. You know, it was never a thing that he said he didn't want children, you know, because he had said he wanted it. And, you know, we used to, well, he'd even say as well, like, for a girl, if ever we had a girl, it should be called Chloe. Because he really liked that. No, we'd even, like, discuss things like that.
I'm originally from Liberia. 15 years ago, I fled my country as a result of the Civil War. I knew that education was the only key. So when I came to England, I came here with the ambition to really achieve. I had this one friend who seemed really, really, you know, compassionate, and you were really there for me. Somebody I could really talk to when I was feeling down and low. One thing led to another. We did it. For some reason, the following day I knew I was pregnant. I just knew. I wasn't happy. I didn't want to be pregnant, if I'm completely honest. Although I love children, but at that point in time, I didn't want to be pregnant.
I just want to get my education sorted out. I want to go to college to do health and social care. I want to work with kids and be a social worker. That's what I really want to do. I don't believe that I'm ready yet. Bringing in a child into the world.
Graduated from drama school last year. I'm incredibly ambitious and I want to become an actress in whatever field. I don't really mind. I think you have to put yourself first. And I wasn't going to be another statistic, you know, I wasn't going to be another single mother. That would just completely interrupt with my life. And maybe that's selfish, but I'm not really bothered. Because I don't know if that's how I'm brought up. Being middle class, it's more likely that I would not have the baby.
It was like my dream, somebody took it away from me. Everything that was so precious had disappeared at that very moment. Life just seemed really pointless.
There's two choices, isn't there? Do one or the other, there's no in between. You just have to be certain and go with it. Either way.
I remember just sitting on the train, on the journey there, just thinking, you know, I know because I've actually made the step and I'd got on the train, you know, yes, it's going to be over. I still thought he'd be man enough and say, I do love you, let's, do you know what I mean? Like, he tells me he loves me. So part of me, yeah, I did think, I'd say like 90% I thought, yeah, he was going to turn around and say, don't go.
The train journey seemed like I was on the train for about 4 hours. On the train, I actually see about 3 women that I was actually heavily pregnant, and I couldn't stop watching them for some reason. I was a bit upset seeing pregnant women whilst I'm going to get rid of a child. Going over with myself if it was the right thing to do, making sure it was the right thing to do. A couple of times I just wanted to get off the train and come back, but I didn't.
On that particular day, I realised, oh gosh, I can't really do this. I really can't do this. I thought I could, you know, I brought myself to the point of thinking, yes, for all the practical reasons, I think it just makes sense. Everybody will be happy. I can get on with my life and I'll be great, you know, get that vision back again, running after the things I really care about. But on that day, I didn't have the strength to do it at all. So I rang the clinic and said, I'm afraid I won't be coming in today. And the lady said, you know, you may not have this opportunity again. So I told her I would take my chances. I walked away.
I was outside this bloody church in Ealing. I just thought, oh, let's go in there. I don't know why, because I don't really like churches. And I just felt all like Madonna, like Papa Don't Preach. And it just felt really dramatic. at the time, I was feeling quite like, quite serious, quite kind of thoughtful. And I was thinking about God. It's just ridiculous because I don't believe in God. But at that time, it came into play. Maybe I am doing the wrong thing, which I wasn't at all. So no, it wasn't really a good idea to go in there. Stupid idea. Just feel like, oh, I am a sinner. Really? Yes.
Do you really think you're a sinner?
No, I don't think I'm a sinner, but those places make you feel like that. Well, I suppose I am a sinner. I think everybody is. So there's no point people saying that they're holier than thou, because everybody's got their vices. Just admit to them, and admit everyone makes mistakes.
Do you think it's a sin to have an abortion?
No, I don't think it's a sin at all. I don't.
You love London, don't you?
It's top notch, isn't it?
Good luck with today, babe. Hope all goes well. Kiss, kiss. And my best friend, good luck. Text when you get back. She don't believe in abortion.
So you worked out when the baby would be due?
Yeah.
When is that?
29th of March. It's the exact same day as my sister-in-law. During the exact same day.
Do you think you'll think about it, or send it mark the day in some way?
Nah. Nah, I want to forget about it. I'll just think about when her baby's born. I don't want to think about this one. You can't really mark something that you didn't have in the first place, basically.
I was almost 24 weeks when I did have the abortion. Yeah, it was the last limit. It was the last limit. The doctor said that if I had come the next day, then he wouldn't have done it. I do wish I'd done it earlier. I wish I never did wait as long as it did get, because, like, once you can see and feel yourself with, like, having a baby, it's a lot harder to let go.
Feeling really alone, I thought maybe I really ought to listen. What is the point of fighting? Why am I so stubborn? I started to listen to the sound of reason, really, and I decided I would go ahead with the abortion. The actual morning, I remember even when I went to the hospital, I was feeling like something is going to happen. I'm probably going to fall down the stairs and I'm going to have a miscarriage, or this angelic person is going to come and say, I've sorted it all out, I've got a house for you, I've got this pile of money, you're going to raise this child, you don't have to go through with it. Each corner I turned, I just felt somebody who was just going to take me by the hand, and I kept sticking my hand out just in case I'd miss this person, I was trying to be really obvious. Maybe I was just going crazy. Yeah, that was my state of mind, all over the place, wanting to be rescued. But that didn't happen.
The clinic's just so everyday. People in, people out. They must see like 1 million people a day. And it was just so normal, and kind of everyone, the receptionists were happy and people were happy, and they weren't like I thought there'd be people crying and shaking in the corner, but it wasn't like that at all.
Okay. We're going to take some details for you now.
Yep.
Okay. Have you had anything to eat or drink today?
No.
Have you had one of these to read?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, glad to take a seat. Somebody call you over in a moment.
It was just people, sounds horrible, sorting something out.
Margaret. You've come all the way from Margate,
Yeah.
so you left early this morning.
Yeah, got about 6.
Really, about 6?
Yeah.
Okay. Right, okay. Right, I need to ask you why you've decided to have a termination.
Yeah, because I've got 2 kids already,
Right.
and they've got health problems. I won't be able to cope with another one.
Right, and you're absolutely sure of your decision?
Yeah.
And you're absolutely sure of your decision?
Yeah, I'm cool.
You're cool?
I'm cool.
Okay. Were you using contraception, Margaret?
No.
You weren't? Okay, and what kind of contraception do you think you'll use in the future?
I'm going to get the implant in the arm.
The implant, that's very good, yeah, that will last you a while. Okay, is there anything that you need to ask me at all?
No.
Never had a miscarriage or a termination?
No.
Right, how many weeks do you think you are?
14.
14. Okay, if you pop your jacket off, lie on the couch for me, please. Right. I'm going to pop some gel on your tummy. Okay. Right. There we go. You're about 14 weeks and 3 days.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay. Can you just take a seat for me, please?
It was just curiosity. What does it look like at that stage? So, you know, yeah, I wanted to look. It's like intrigued by it. I did want to have a look at it.
And how did that make you feel when you saw it?
I just want to, you know, it's going to be something, you know, I'll never see grow up. It's never going to grow into a baby. And, you know, I just wanted to see for myself what it actually looks like.
I didn't think to look at it. There was really no point. Why look at something? But it was nothing anyway. I mean, it's such a small thing.
I could see like the little head and stuff, like the little body and that, but I couldn't actually see everything perfectly. But just seeing like a shape there was good enough for me, sort of thing.
I turned around to the nurse and I said, "Can you tell me boy or girl?" And she said, "No, you're too early." And she goes, "But I'm not qualified to tell you that anyway." But part of me, I don't know, if she'd have turned around and said, "Yeah, a girl," I'd have probably like jumped off the table, because that was, yes, we'd planned, we said we was going to have a girl.
But it did hurt a little bit by looking at it, knowing full well what I'm seeing and that it's not going to be there in a couple of hours.
It didn't seem real until I got the scan done, and I was like, whoa, this is real now. I didn't like doing the scan bit.
What was it like for you doing the scan?
Horrible, I didn't like it at all. Because usually I get to see the screen and get given the picture. And for me not to see nothing, it was quite horrible. I just wanted to quickly pick up and look at it, but I didn't. But I still want to do it. No matter what, I'm still going to go through with it.
If you had looked at the picture, what do you think you might have found?
I probably wouldn't have got rid of it, that's why. I'm glad I didn't look at it.
What does it mean when you see a baby on a scan, do you think?
Then it's real. It is a baby, especially when you see it. Because I know at 12 weeks you can see its nose, its lips and everything. So I know what you can see. So then it's more of a baby, but if I can't see it, then I can't think about it as much. But I never do see it. So it's quite weird, actually.
Hello. Hello, Margaret. Okay, we're ready for you now. Come with me. Come through. Bring your bottom in here.
Little bit Tanya. Move this over a little bit. That's fine.
So, okay. And there's some for your oxygen.
All right. Okay.
I had to be induced because I was so far gone, and the particular method of abortion is to imitate an sort of miscarriage. The miscarriage I've been crying for and praying for. It was something that, you know, I was offered, really. So this woman came and said, it's needed time. So she called the other nurse and, you know, strapped to the bed and stuff. And, yeah, that was the end of that. I gave birth to this little tiny baby. I saw them carry the baby in a carrier bag. And it was then I just felt this is, you know, there was this shame, blanket of shame that covered me. It was just saying, you know, what a waste of life. That would have been my baby. It's my baby to carry. And it was just carried away in a bag. And I think that was the moment I felt this can't be real. And, you know, I wanted to really grieve.
I remember laying there and sitting up and thinking, oh God, how should I be feeling? I didn't know how I should feel. Even though deep down I was relieved, part of me felt guilty, do you know what I mean? It was almost like, yeah, I'd thrown it away like a piece of rubbish. But it wasn't a baby at the time. It's not a baby. The formation's there, but it's, to me, it's not a baby.
It's real hard to talk about it now, because I know what I've done. I don't feel bad with what I've done, I just feel as if I could have a baby right about now and I haven't. That makes sense.
Is she still in it? Yeah, she's out in a little. Alright. Alright then. I'll tell her to ring her when she gets out. Alright then, speak to her. Bye bye.
Who's that?
Margaret's mum.
You worried about her?
Yeah, she wanted to know if we was on our way home yet. And everything alright. I said, yeah, fine.
I've done so much crying. It's not right, it's done. You know, there's no point in it eating me up for the next X amount of years. You know, should I have had it, shouldn't I have had it? It's done. Move on.
How will you look after yourself afterwards? Can you explain a little more about that? Guilt. Relief. Is that what you feel? Now, from this moment on, what do you want for yourself?
They say all the right things to gain their position. They use your kindness as their ammunition to shoot you down in the name of ambition. They do. A friend once said, and I found to be true, that everyday people, they lie to God too. So what makes you think that they won't lie to you?
It's 2 weeks since Margaret's abortion. She told us she wanted to forget about it and move on with her life. She won't speak to anybody about it.
If she's got something on her mind, she won't speak to me. She's always been like that. She'll rather block it out. She don't tell me how she feels. I ask her, I make sure she's all right. Make sure she's feeling all right and that. Like anything on her chest, get it off. That's what I'm here for. She won't say nothing. So it was quite upsetting for me as well, because I had no one to talk to, and when she was up there and I couldn't be with her to comfort her, I felt quite alone as it goes. I'm full of anger, full of hurt. I'd love to have another kid with Margie. I wanted that one, but what can you do? You know, there's something you can do about it. You've got to do these things to get on with your life, so.
When I'm dancing, I feel like I'm free, as if like I'm in another world. To help me forget and to help me like understand. I do believe I would carry the abortion into the future with me because it was still a part of me. Now, I won't dwell on it, I'll look at it as something positive that happened because it helped me to decide what I want to do in a way. Being in a situation where you've realised that you could bring another life into this world does make you grow up a lot faster.
I don't think I'll ever find anybody not to love me how my husband did. Never. It was that bond. I only want it with somebody who genuinely wants it back. I don't want him to turn around and say, oh, I'll only stay with you because you're pregnant. I want him to be with me because he truly loves me, for me, not for what we'd produced together. And that's what's hard. You know, that family word, that does mean something, but you don't know what it means until you've lost it. It is such a special thing to have.
Afterwards, I was a bit like numb, and then I was a bit, oh yeah, kind of sad, like I've lost something. But then you have, because all those physical symptoms that are making me feel like rubbish had just gone. And they were replaced with other pain. So it was like, oh great, I've got this now. So that made me a bit sad. But then now it's like it's never even happened. So yeah, it's all good.
The months after, it was just living life for the sake of living. I was existing. I was living a life of existence. It's normal and human to feel a degree of guilt. I did feel a sense of guilt and shame. It wasn't just a guilt, but it's a shame. And I went through a period of denial as well, trying to sort of say, oh, it wasn't really my fault, this was a situation that got me into it, or this person pressuring me into doing it. So I felt better for a while, but then again, when I really look into it, I feel, it was really me that went through that abortion. It was really me who signed those papers. It was really me who did it.
It would have been born around my birthday. Every time I'm a year older, it would have been a year older. In a way, like, that's why I know I'm always going to remember, like, every time my birthday comes around, like, I know that's gonna, I don't know, I'll be counting, like, it's life sort of thing. And in a way, I wish I'd never, but it's a bit hard when you know that it would have been born around your own birthday. Like, and I've always, since I was little, I just love my star sign, unless I'm a Leo. So I just wanted my baby to be the same star sign as me. And to know that what it was, it did hurt to know that I was getting rid of it, because it's what I've always wanted since I was a little girl. So, but, you know, it just...
Life is very unfair. People say things happen for a reason and all the good die young. They're just stupid sayings. But yeah, life is unfair. You know, there's me terminating a baby you really wanted yours. There's me desperate to be loved by your loved, probably, do you know what I mean, more than you know. It's very cruel.
Often people are very scared after a termination. A lot of women feel incredibly lonely. They're wondering if, you know, their emotions might be too much for them, they will lose control perhaps. I do face-to-face post-abortion counselling. Many things can arise. Anything that's happened in the past, loss really, and the abortion acts like a catalyst. Hi, Cheryl. Hi. Okay, if you'd like to take a seat there. So, where would you like to start today, Cheryl?
Right. Just got so many emotions at the minute. It's approaching the 5th anniversary that my husband died.
Right.
And then splitting up with the current partner I was with. And then the termination I've just had.
So, with the termination and your husband dying, that's a lot of emotions to be dealing with. So, in this session here, what particular things would you like us to look at?
The whole picture.
The whole picture. All right, so where out of that would you like to start?
Probably with Lee dying.
Lee dying, okay.
I don't think I've ever really accepted it.
No.
And then I just jumped from one relationship to another trying to compensate for it.
Right.
Just trying to get the happy life back.
Mm. Have you found that at all up to now?
No.
No, no. You mentioned the termination as well, and that's on top of losing Lee, isn't it? And how do you feel about having the termination in the first place?
I don't know, the whole day I just thought, he'll change his mind. And then the reality, you know, I had to go through with it.
So for you, even afterwards, you sound as though you're still thinking of how things could have been, perhaps.
I just like to, can I live in like a bubble world where everything's perfect?
Yeah.
Like I walk down the street and I see happy couples and I just pretend that's what I have back home.
Imagining Lee was there in spirit somehow, what would you like to say to him right now?
Make me happy.
Make me happy. What do you think you might begin to do with these emotions concerning the termination? What about beginning to start caring for yourself?
I don't know how to. To me, I'm just slap on another load of makeup and, you know, just cover it up.
Mm-hmm. So does that mean not being genuine?
Yeah, I'm fake.
Mm-hmm. Do you hate yourself?
Yeah.
And why do you hate yourself?
Because I've been such a fuck up since Lee. You know, I just wanted to be loved, so I thought by hanging around with them people,
You want to be loved.
Sit down. Where do you want to sit down? If I feel like I want to be around kids, I just go spend some time with my nephew. It makes me feel a lot better. I'm gonna be, I'd love to be a mum. Every woman I think wants to be a mum sooner or later. My day will come, and that's the way I look at it. It's just where I'm meant to be right now. Just let go now, yeah? Ready? Gotta go, let go. Ah. It's gone now.
Okay, so yeah, if you're...
Would you like 12 o'clock or 12:20?
This is 6 weeks, 5 days.
Give us a call back. We are 24 hours, okay?
But this is the central booking number. We're open 24 hours, they said.
An initial consultation would be £70.
As a medical procedure, they're probably looking at about £395.
Okay, thank you. Take care. Bye-bye.
If you've been affected by the issues raised in this programme and would like to speak to someone in confidence, you can call the BBC Action Line on 08000 934 934. Calls are free. This programme is part of the BBC's Bare Facts season. To find out more, visit bbc.co.uk/barefacts.